scene. And make sure to tweet about this, because it's different. Alright, good. Switching my chat overlay URL worked. What's the best place to talk to the chat? No, I can't put you in the text box. Let's keep hiding you in the search bar for now. I may have to adjust that a few times once we get to actual duels. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to a new stream, which may or may not be a series that I am calling Format a la Carte, because the two T's kind of rhyme. You guys can listen to the gentle tones of my deck build while I tweet this out really quick. So, primarily today, we shall be checking out the Rush duel format. That may also poke other things if we get bored. Like speed duels. Whatever. So, I'm going to, actually, as soon as I finish tweeting this, sorry, my computer's being a little sluggy-do. I think it's because I got the URL overlay. But we're being a little sluggish this evening. To explain, while I'm sharing this, what we're doing and why we're doing this, basically, there's no prog this week. I've said it like 3 or 4 times on 3 or 4 different outlets. Hopefully you've heard that already. But I will remind you, and say it again, that we're not recording prog this week. It's the eve before Thanksgiving over here in the States. Thanksgiving Eve, Turkey Eve. And, basically... Hold on. Like I said, computer's been a little slow. I'm trying to switch back my Twitters. It's very important. But basically, we don't have enough people to do the thing. People are taking breaks, or people have been too busy to test decks, or, you know, aren't even here. So, we're not recording this week. We're going to catch up next week with week 48 Shadow Specters, I think, if I'm not horribly off count.
I'm not sure either.
I'm pretty sure it's 48, because I think Judgment
Probably
was 47.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
It's week 40-something.
Hey, if you want to do something, make some Rush Duel decks you want to join in.
Oh, I was just down here seeing
Just chilling.
how they were going.
We have not quite started yet because I just got the stream going, and like I said, my computer's being a little sluggo. I have only just now finished retweeting my tweet I made myself about the format.
Look, I will be completely honest. I am been playing other games the last couple days, and spent most of the good chunk of the day helping clean up for stuff we're doing tomorrow. So
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I figured some people would be around. Like, I know Dallas is logged in. He may actually show up. I assume people have been busy and haven't prepped decks or tested them or anything. Or, like I said, are taking breaks. And just, Robin's also working tonight, so we just don't have enough people for a proper format. I decided we'd skip it. No stress. We'll come back next week. And I piloted this out, and at least Axe was enthusiastic. And as you can see, as you can hear, I've got a couple of other people. Sadly, my Discord really doesn't show up on EDO Pro being streamed. But
I was trying not to interrupt.
No, it's okay. But yeah, you can hear I've got a couple of people here with me. So first, though, before we jump into it, you can see a deck I've got pulled up there. And also, yes, as Terrano says, we could consider this sort of a preview of the Rush Duel video game, which is actually releasing in the West in December, even though
I might buy that
format hasn't been brought over. Yeah, I'm also interested. I don't know if I want to pick it
on
up.
the Switch, so I could probably just play it casually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there a way to sort just by Rush, or
on my stream, I can show it as well. But basically, to everybody at home, you can play Rush for Duels right now on your EDO Pro. Go to the limit, hit Rush. That shows only Rush Duel cards in the search bar. So you can look at the entire card list. The entire card pool is only about, it's a little over 750 cards. Which sounds like a lot, but is incredibly baby compared to the 20 years of regular-ass Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. Also, you can just go to the Rush Duel Limited thing, and we'll just
Yeah.
pop
You just
into
have it
there.
to the Rush Duel list, yeah.
And
almost
it looks like
150
it's
cards.
full of a lot of the early release stuff.
Yeah, there's at least in the normal summons, which are always sorted to the top, there are a decent number of clones. So I have actually prepped and I'm ready to pull up the Rush Duel rules to let everybody know. I'm going to transition over and remind everybody how that works.
I've net decked like 5 decks out of like a list of like over 60 I liked, and I don't know. We'll see like
Alright, yeah. I built 4 or 5 decks and tested some of them. Some of them are shockingly contiguous. So, I've pulled up the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki article for how Rush Duels work. It's similar to Speed Duels, but have a couple of interesting personal effects. So, first of all, Rush Duel field is 3 monster zones, 3 spell trap zones. You still have a field zone. You still have a fusion deck. It is technically called the extra deck still, but only fusion monsters have been released yet. You have a graveyard as usual and all that stuff. Now, the markers, at least in EDO Pro, actually have they have pendulum markers, I assume, so you can do like crossover play stuff. There's no official pendulum zones or extra monster zones or anything. So
okay,
yeah, the format's a little limited, but here are the basic rules. It's called Rush for a couple of reasons. Number 1, both players start with 4 cards in hand. At the start of your turn, you draw cards until you have 5 cards in hand. So when you go first, you draw 1 card, so you start with 5. And then if you somehow play your entire hand, comes back to your turn, you draw 5 more cards. So you are drawing a lot of cards. Now, there are still ways to draw cards mid-game that matter. Rush Duels has a shitload of recycling from Grave because you burn through your deck very fast. There's no limit on cards in your hand, by the way. If you have more than 5 cards, you only draw 1 card. So, the other big thing that Rush is known for is you have an unlimited numbers of normal summons and sets per turn. You can normal summon as many monsters as you can fit onto your board. Tribute summons of level 5 and higher monsters still occur, but basically, if you're holding 2 vanilla, normal summons and a level 7, you can play 2 monsters and tribute summon all in the same turn. And you actually usually want to, because a primo strategy is that you can yeet your hand and move out. Keep cycling. Unlike Speed Duels and Duel Links, though, and which also have the compressed monster zones and stuff, you play with the full 8k life points, and you can play with 40 to 60 card decks. And there are also a couple of other interesting things. There's no standby phase. There's no main phase 2. Cards will have better text boxing, so they will literally say, effect monsters and spell cards will say requirement effect. So, hypothetically, if there was this card I have called Fire Dragon's Heat Flash, requirement, you control a face-up monster, dragon. Effect, destroy one spell trap your opponent controls. If you have a dragon, you destroy one spell trap your opponent controls.
I will say that I do like the text boxing and the general layout of the
Rush was designed to be much more modern and clean.
Yeah.
The other thing is every monster is a soft once per turn. So if you have multiple monsters with the same effect and you meet the requirements, you can activate them, but each individual effect is only once per turn for that card. So there's no crazy looping unless you keep recycling, but there's not a lot of cards that individually recycle to the board. But you cannot usually, there's no equivalent of what's his face? Was it Armageddon Knight? No, it's not Armageddon Knight. Dark Crusader, who you can keep pitching dark cards to keep pumping him.
Yeah.
If Dark Crusader was in Rush Duels, you could do it once per turn per Dark Crusader. Also, you can only activate traps once per activation trigger. So, say you have, a trap that activates when your opponent... You have 2 traps which activate when your opponent normal summons. You have 2 different flavors of trap hole. You can only activate one of them and resolve that effect. The other big thing... And also, don't necessarily ask me about maximum summoning. That's something I haven't built any decks for, but they got their own whole weird thing where you suck up all your slots to do a maximum summon. But the big thing for deck building you guys need to be aware of is some cards are marked as legend cards. This is similar to how I understand the Duel Links limited and semi-limited lists work, where you can only ever have one legend card in your deck, and legend cards are usually OG cards. For instance, Dark Magician. I don't know if Dark
I was
Magician's
gonna
a
say I
legend.
saw Genzo was marked
Yeah.
legend.
Jinzo's a legend, Blue Eyes is a legend, Dark Magician and Red Eyes are legends. So are also classic spell and trap cards. Sakuretsu Armor is in this format, but it is a legend, so you can only ever play one. You can play Monster Reborn, Monster Reincarnation. Pot of Greed was released with the Switch game in Japan. So if you really need to draw 2 cards right now, you can play your 1 Pot of Greed. That's also a very interesting limited system to like control basically DM staples. And hopefully that is everything you guys need to know. I'm going to. Oops.
Yeah.
Also, isn't there a whole thing of when you... I don't know if I spaced to doing this, but like the whole thing of like you draw back up to a certain amount of cards every turn?
Yes, I said that earlier talking
Yeah.
about the draw phase. Every turn you draw until you have 5, unless you have more than 5, then you draw 1.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much all the basics. Maximums are their own weird mechanic.
Yeah, if you want to try and build a maximum summon deck, you learn how to maximum summon. I'm hiding the screen, by the way, chat, because I am entering the password.
And then there is what they call is just fusion summon, which is
Yes, you can fuse. Not poly, but fusion, Yugo, exists in this.
Yeah, they just call it straight up fusion.
Yeah, it's the fusion card.
But
And,
you have to have both materials on the field.
Yes, the current version of the fusion card requires you to have both material monsters on the field. It's not like poly.
And I think some have multi-choice.
Yes, some have
effects.
multi-choice effects. Others also have. There's an interesting thing with typing where a lot of monsters that come from the fusion deck have their own unique types. Like there are.
Cyborg.
Yeah, well, there are. The one I noticed is, for instance, there are dragons you summon, and then there are some of them are high dragons. Like they like level up basically. So I'm gonna shoot an invite. I'm going to unhide my screen.
Okay.
So if somebody would please join me playing.
Or, you know, Magical Knight.
I mean,
yes.
I've seen on a couple.
All right.
I'm just doing this.
What you missed, Zed, is I just explained the rules of Rush.
Just doing a starter deck, really.
Okay, I'm playing one of my decks that is fun, but is not very consistent. Some of these decks I have made based off basic themes have been shockingly consistent. Okay, so let's
Oh,
I'll take
put
next.
you guys
I'll
in the
take-
card info box.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I was gonna
so-
say I'll probably
okay. So I know.
we'll probably watch for a little
Summon.
bit, but probably head out before too long.
I have a few decks I want to play, so I
So
can
summon palm-sized tornado.
Okay. Then I.
At
Wait, what am I doing? Okay, I'm doing this. And is there anything else I can do? Not really.
Alright. Well, sometimes you're really good at rush duels.
Ha.
By the way, that's a legend. I can only play one.
Yep. And there's the Infernal Fire Blast.
Also, normal summon Dragon's Striker. And you'll have noticed, Marth just drew 3 cards right up.
Okay.
I may have to make the chair deck because people have been asking about it.
Oh, right.
Not
That,
really, I did not
I
pre-build
have-
that.
I have a
The-
chair deck.
the
Okay.
deck-
Excellent chair deck.
right.
I think it's more. It's the Dark King of chairs. It's not full chairs, but it's a chair deck.
Still, you've got some of the weird chair cards. This is
Okay.
the other thing that's very fun about Rush is that it is, while both a interesting legacy format and there's some really interesting commentary in the Anime 7s about like people playing a children's cardboard card game, because it's also it's explicitly aimed at younger audiences in terms of its marketing in Japan. There is some really weird shit.
I also really want to play the Black Company deck, but that's a different thing. Because there is basically an office company.
Yeah, that's the board wipe, but of course they just wipe out everything. It's like very
Well-
bad dark hole.
We're gonna
There's also like
draw a
medicine
shitload of
deck.
cards.
There's also like medicine ladies or like a medical team deck. So
yeah, there is. That's the ran by the guitarist in the anime. And cheer deck is ran by a massage chair AI.
that show sounds just kind of fun and silly.
It is silly.
It definitely, I think, because of its tone, it harkens back. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization always posts, like episode summaries and new cards and shit.
Okay.
I'll be just how I like process it. I kind of see Rush Duel as being like if they ever got to do rotations for Yu-Gi-Oh! If they ever want to like update how the cards function to some degree, besides just kind of continuing the same thing they did, because I think they noticed there's flaws in their system.
Yeah, this was pretty much. Yeah, pretty much the anime was like, the regular old Master Duels, those are boring. Those are bad. We need to toss that out and do a new system.
I mean, honestly, considering we've been deeped in this, it's like I could at least appreciate how they format the cards.
Yep.
Card formatting is at least nice.
Yeah, it's very clean. All right.
Yep. And it was all.
Second attack because I pitched to grave.
Yep. Will I get something?
I need to get music fixed.
Okay, summon that guy. Summon that guy. Huh, okay. And then, right.
You can crash.
I can crash. Ah, sure, why not? I don't care right now. This is just fun. And of course, you probably have enough. Yep. Of course, with that anime they have, it's like the sort of rival character always winning all the time, pretty much. So the pro-tag. Okay.
I could not declare any attacks that turn because I used Setter.
Oh, okay.
I did not have a level 7 or higher monster.
Okay, okay, so toss. Act this guy's effect. Toss. Bring back multi-strike. I want to use up all my cards here.
Yep, that's the rush strategy.
I'm going to head back up then.
Okay.
Have fun.
Yeah, no. You guys all have fun here.
And I control no other monsters. Might as well get rid of that guy.
Let's recycle.
Let's see. Okay, that's something.
I just need to stall him for a few more turns.
I'm going to blow up that card.
Here's my dragon encounter.
I'm going to activate this card.
My own Fire Dragon's E-Flesh I set.
Yeah. Okay, so set that. Set that. Oh, this card. Okay.
Chat, I have a stratagem.
Your deck is so ridiculous. Not great. It's fun.
Okay, so the main
Listen,
thing I'll do...
decks do things.
They do things, yes.
I will activate Dragon Encounter. I will
Okay.
special summon my own multi-strike from my hand, who I couldn't bring out before.
I'll activate my own.
Yeah. We're playing very similar decks, though as you can see I have a 9-card fusion deck
Yeah.
for reasons.
No,
I swear I'll be able to do them eventually.
Then I'll attack that.
Yep.
And I'll destroy your card.
Yep.
And I'll attack.
And that's game over.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly fun for rush tools. So, like, I can move out so X can do
Oh, we can
game.
do another rematch really quick, though. Okay, never mind. I'll fight
Okay.
X.
I did.
Sure.
I'll
Oh, cool.
start looking at more decks to play.
I have like 5, so we can get through all these. Only like 2 of them in extra deck, sadly.
Alright. Yeah, I'll play this.
There's pretty
And-
rush tool deck recipes from.
Shoot an invite.
Let's see, what do I want to do? Actually, I would do this one because I think I saw this one actually have a little fun to it. This one's... None of these decks are super consistent, but they seemed fun.
Yep, that kind of how it is. Sorry, I was clearing my backlog of Discord while I was routing.
I want to try the chair deck after this, so let's see how this goes. Alright, let's see.
Oh, playing Graceful Charity, huh? Damn. That's pretty good. In the future, we may or may not. Like, if we get really bored of Rush, we might switch to Speed, but, you know, we could play all kinds of different stuff.
This deck is weird. It's a Fiend deck.
Yeah. Why, yes, I did just eat my entire hand onto the field.
I mean, yeah, you're playing Aqua deck, huh?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm playing the bubble
Uh,
deck. I switched to this one because chat was talking about it. If you guys are lucky, you'll get
That's
to
fair.
see.
I'm just gonna activate this
Corny
because I
Kento.
do that. Could do the requirement.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Interesting. Actually, I don't know how field zones work, by the way, in Rush.
I'm not
I
sure,
don't,
but I
'cause,
think it's
I have a field
constant
spell,
effect.
so I believe they go back and forth.
Unfortunately, I do not have any of my abilities. I don't have any of my things that let me.
Yeah, I mean, you wanted to beat your whole hand, but summoning Royal Demon's Death Doom on turn 1 is not your ideal strategy.
Yeah, I just wanted to empty my hand out, so
Yes.
I'm just gonna do that. Empty my hand.
Yes, there's no reason not to cycle your field spells on this.
Yeah, mostly because I can't get rid of these 3 cards I have in my deck. A lot of my tributes are more counter cards than anything else. The thing is, I don't think you can beat over my big bungus right now. Old digging master.
Interesting. Anyway, chat, here she is. Here's the Carte.
No, I can't. Okay. This is unfortunate for me.
Think I'll write that card. And roll.
I'm playing a tribute deck, so this is awkward when I'm not drawing any of my books.
I will make your attack power 0.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Right, you can still change.
I can keep going.
Oh,
I didn't summon that Dianketo that turn.
Yeah, you can change it during the turn.
Yep.
That's not limited. I have to draw one thing, I guess. That I wish I had saw the body on board.
Yeah, you burn through your monsters really fast on that first turn.
No, yeah, I just ended up not drawing any of the proper things. Problem is, it's like I drew all my double tributes in my, so I couldn't refresh my
Yeah,
cards.
that's why,
so
for instance, what's its face? Dragon Encounter is
If I-
pretty useful. You want to play a few tributes, but not too many, because you can still brick, but
I probably could.
you can
shuffle out
also
one of these.
reverse brick by just playing 3 fucking normal summons, and then your opponent's
Yeah.
like, well, hello, here is my ace monster. You are
Yeah.
fucked. And then you're like, well,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there
pretty
is
much if
that.
I
I
just
can't
drew
cycle
one,
my hand.
if I just drew one more normal summon, I wouldn't be able to do
Yeah.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I think it's like the Pro Take has like 15 tribute summons in his deck for some god awful reason.
Oh, actually, no, yeah. If I literally had one more normal summon, I would be able to like get like Royal Demon's Heavy Metal out, and then I'd be perfectly fine. But no, I can't. So let's see. I've lost.
All right. So
I
your
probably
trap
could
card
set
was
it.
actually very relative. Axe, you want to guess what my legend card is? Sakaretsu Armor,
Oh,
which your deck
feel
is
free.
immune to. Let's replay.
yeah. Let's try again.
Get all that.
I just need to get a better hand of this. Okay, this is way better.
Put in Graceful Charity Rush version.
Honestly, I think Graceful Charity is probably a better idea than Pot of Greed.
Yeah,
Because you
probably.
get to discard 3? This deck is kind of cool, by the way. Oops. And you get to fucking... Wow.
So this basically, these two cards are a combo.
Yeah.
It's follower of the frontier and then follower of wisdom.
Follow.
Wisdom. Follow. And the follow of the familiar.
Follow. Of the wisdom. Oh, and then you fucking... God damn it.
I'm gonna keep that, actually. I didn't think about the two I wanted to discard.
Yeah.
Okay, got another deck recipes.
All right, there we go.
By the way, so guys at home, as you can see, the bubble deck is actually shockingly consistent.
Russian Rush 3 now.
I'll activate Moisturize. I will destroy Spell Trap.
It gets in my hand. I just didn't want to. I just wanted to draw more cards.
Now, unfortunately, I cannot make either of my ladies who are Aqua, whether they're Water Magician or Kanan the Gungro Swords Mistress, who is an Aqua, by the way. Rush Duel is not doing any better with typing.
Let's have
Hey,
it's more
remember
about.
how you were a warrior, Kanan? Now you're an Aqua because that makes the deck work.
I mean, it's all. I mean, all of the club going ladies is Aqua.
Yeah. And they reference the bubble era in Japan in the 80s. It's great.
I mean, yeah, especially that's why they're Aqua.
But
Yeah, I
it's
know.
kind of
Let's
funny.
see.
Funny. And the person who plays it is someone who's a dwarf.
I don't know if the deck building process is more stressful. I will definitely say the legend choice is like one of the more complex aspects because there's a lot of weird legend staples. And then also if you want to play like there's actually Red Eyes Black Dragon support, right? You know, I can play Black Dragon's Chick and I can play Inferno Fire Blast. There's a trap card that's centered around Red Eyes, or at least it does more things if you have Red Eyes. You can
Yeah.
only ever play one Red Eyes. Despite the fact that fusions exist, you can't possibly play Black Skull Dragon, for instance, even though that would totally be a great monster for Rush Duel, because I believe the Summoned Skull is also a legend.
Yes.
It's going to be very awkward if they ever try to do Archfiends and stuff.
They
Like
I think
proper
one
Archfiends.
fusion card that's sort of legend is Flame Swordsman.
Yeah, there's also Flame Swordsman.
Just like, okay. Okay.
Oh, nice. It works out for me too. Also, some of the art's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's got a lot of fresh redraws. Fortunately, you.
They at least like credit the artist this time.
I don't know.
I don't think so, but it's hard to tell because it's in Japanese. Probably not, though.
There we are.
Why wonk?
Nope. Yep, playing Fusion. I don't have a fusion in this.
15, 21,
Yep.
30,
And then you just get to recycle a Fiend.
4,
Was Keenan originally a spellcaster? I thought she was a warrior. That's also just drunk. Oh, you mean Water Magician? Yeah. I mean, that at least makes sense, right? Because she is water, and there are weirder ways they do Aqua. But, like, Kanan is like, hello, you are now a light Aqua-type monster. What? The fuck?
Okay. Came up with 2
Damn, you
decks
get to...
at least.
Wow, you have a full-blown fucking loop on this. Holy shit. Well, I mean, that's not any worse. Axe, you mentioned the medicine deck earlier. I have played the medicine deck. That is also very dumb with loops.
She's like,
hey, did you know it reads add all red or blue medicine in your graveyard to your hand?
Yep.
So you can play 3, activate one of their effects, and then play 3 more? So yeah, it's interesting how everything is a soft once per turn, but as you can see, that doesn't necessarily stop you from doing some loop combos.
No, because it's still set. You can still have multiple cards.
Yeah, you can have multiple copies go off, and you straight up have a strategy to loop fusion.
Yeah, I got lucky here, and I'm happy about it.
So I need some really good 3 cards.
It's just as long as you don't think of Mirror Force, 'cause I think that you waste your Legend card on Mirror Force.
No, you know I have Sakuretsu. I told you.
I mean, you do, but I have 2 of these now.
I mean,
You
we didn't
blow
side
one up,
deck.
it's fine.
Mirror Force would also be a legend.
I don't have side decks. Most of mine don't have side decks, so.
Yeah, I didn't bother trying to side deck control. For instance, I think this bubble deck has side deck options. Like there are some cards which specifically counter spellcasters. I assume in the anime that was specifically to try and beat up the protagonist. Wow, I just lose. I have drawn my Dion Keto and my 2 copies of Vishwar Ranbuddy, who is 5. So I have to.
Which thing were you talking about, Omega?
There are several cards in the bubble deck which have effects that only work if your opponent has spellcasters that you target. Either you destroy or Stifling Graveyard. I assume that's for the protagonist.
That was against Yuga's first duel against the girl who is 38, but looks like a 5th grader, 6th grader. Yeah, it's very weird. And yet she also has a kid who's taller than.
Yeah, I was about to say, who is enormous, I believe.
Well, it's because he has this costume that makes him look enormous. But he's actually a tiny kid.
So the bubble deck is fairly consistent, but
my unfortunate thing of when I need to have things that have
you've also
certain
got a
levels.
Land. Yeah.
Honestly, it's like, but there's no point not to just.
I mean, yeah, if you've got them. I mean, you don't want to block up all your spell trap zones, just in case. But
I probably should have waited on the royal demons, but I just whatever. The Descendant of Titan.
Yeah, you don't get its an effect, but you're like you said, your Descendant of Titan is just fuckled anyway.
Honestly, there's not much that's King's Dignity, which is what you use it for.
Royal Demons is Rose deck.
It's all there's not like intense spell trap removal, so honestly setting most of your cards are not that, at least selling 2 cards is not bad.
Alright. And you don't have a hand, so I do not want to do Prison Master.
Also they can change the stat values to be more equivalently balanced to a degree.
I mean, I'm fairly certain you have the negate set, but I will attempt anyway. Nope. Okay.
Yeah, there's.
Now you'll notice, audience, I chose not to summon my Prison Master Dion Keto, even though she's the hot one. Is because her effect is a hand rippy kind of one.
I know the
And
prison
at the
one.
time, Axe did not have
funny.
a hand.
Yeah, the prison one I know was used against Roa.
There is a. I don't think I have it set because the game was giving me weird some requirements on stuff. But there is a forbidden limited list for Rush.
Yeah.
I made my decks under it, but I do not have it currently activated.
Though I think all they have is just limited, it's not bans or semis. Which I think is just all the legend cards.
Alright, so
I want to
watch the VOD.
I want to actually my spell tap zones.
Okay, I'm actually going.
I mean, it's bigger than my Ace Monster.
Yeah.
Arguably my boss, because I don't think I have anything larger.
Yeah.
I have strategies to get to out your boy.
Yeah. all the stuff they have limited is just the legend cards.
Let's see.
Maybe it's just the people doing easier approaches decided to put them
Honestly, right now,
limited.
I'd rather actually wait right now because
Interesting.
you prep cards and I don't really need to push.
I will moisturize.
Right.
I love the art for this. Aw. There goes my blindly attack thing.
All night fever. Yep. These are just fun cards.
Honestly, I'm fine you handwrite me.
Oh, and if I send a level 7 monster, oh gee, what do you got here?
Rough eights. One's better than the other.
Yeah. Like all those life points.
I mean, yeah, that's what this deck is. It's a, I don't know, reverse burn? Kind of a stall deck.
Okay. Oh, okay, so that works.
Yeah, there's no, as far as I know,
Oh, that's
there's
how
not
this
very
works.
many hand
Okay,
effects.
I see how that. I see how that works. Okay.
You can activate a Jet's Doom's effect because it was specialed.
Fine, because then I can just do this.
That you can resolve. Oh, well, that's pop and do the effect. Damn, this deck is very good.
Well, that's why I
I
think it's
don't
the
think
library to
I
have.
lose because I have 5 billion attack. 5
You have a
billion
lot of
points.
life points, yes. Perhaps Sakuretsu, but I'm just gonna blindly think you don't. Or you don't.
Nope.
The thing is, if it's not a tribute monster, most of my monsters are weenies, but they're because they're
Yes,
picked to be
but you
fodder.
have enough of them. You have a very good monster ratio to tributes,
Yeah.
and you can usually seem to get them out.
There's a lot of decent, actually.
Plus,
Evil
they
Star
also like. It's interesting. The Fall Owls have literally a recycle into fusion effect.
cards. Yeah, because it's like one literally just grabs the other one, and then fusion.
Damn it! My problem is I could 3K bolt you and actually make one of your monsters tiny and possibly attack you, but I keep drawing exactly two no tribute summons and then 1 tribute summon, which does not allow me to create 3 monsters.
Aw. Well, I can't really do much besides just kind of beat over you, so you won't die. You won't die next turn at least.
Yeah, that's really the best I can do. Get my life points. I also say I think it's glad that the rush duels tend to have the smaller formatting because I can put the chat window. No, nope, never mind. I am gonna let.
What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I'm dumb.
Also, again, the Blue Eyes White Dragon thing, like, for instance, somebody brought that up way earlier in chat, but I was skipping a little bit. It's kind of funny because there's, like, it means you can only play 1 Blue Eyes, so you can't do Ultimate Dragon unless they print a non-legend version. You can't do, like, a Blue Eyes Maximum Summon Dragon, which would probably be funny and iconic.
Unless they made
Unless they
different,
do
unless
like
they made different versions of it.
Yeah, they'd have
well,
to
they
make it.
could do they would probably do like a maximum version.
Well, the maximum
of Blue
version would be
Eyes.
standalone, I guess, but it's
Yeah.
really weird.
They could
Yeah.
make like Blue Eyes Worms or something. Anyway, that's the two.
It's all free. Okay.
I have like a different. Oh, they have different decks, but like that one worked out more than I thought it did.
Yeah, it's got a very consistent strategy.
It's 26 monsters, so like 14 spell traps. So
Well, okay, so you have a very heavy monster ratio, which is not necessarily bad in Rush so long as your levels are decent.
it's 11 spells and 3 traps. So yeah.
Back to this scene because apparently one of my decks didn't save.
I should probably cut down on some of the actual because I have like I have like 11 tributes. I should probably cut that down, but like I have 15 normal, so probably cut down 2 of these and find different ones. Let's see what. I'll go. You do your thing. I'm gonna do some searching.
Alright, so Marth wants to play some games.
I'll be there quickly. I just need to redo this deck.
Sure.
Is that one? Yes.
And in case you're wondering, I do the standby screen so you guys can't see the password I have on the room, so you can't snipe me.
Okay, actually, I'll just use the deck that I have right now.
Different version of it.
Wow. What a fucking...
It's an annoying card.
Yeah, it's an awful stun card. Okay, I see Konami hasn't learned any lessons. At least I get more than one normal summon.
Yeah.
Jesus. Cheese and rice.
Yep. Prima guitar. Nice.
I can see an entire thing based around certain kinds of fusion cards. That's cool.
Yeah. Right, what is the guys I want to have in here? Okay. 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 Double checking. I'll learn to set that card. Summon 7 Road Witch.
Psychic Trap Hole.
Yep.
Like corporate deck. Honestly, the weirdest thing about these decks, honestly, is looking at the fusion cards is honestly probably a good way to start just making a deck.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing you can base a deck around.
There's just a few ones that just seem like they're worth it.
Oh, you have to control a monster for me to do that. Alright, well, let's cycle.
Do that one right now. Okay. Neat. Yeah. Guitars and all right.
And my blue medicine.
Yep. Dark Liberation.
Oh, it's Mirror Force with extra bits.
Yeah. It's like Mirror Force. It's just some other.
Well, it works in spellcaster decks. That's another thing. You'll notice a lot of things are not archetype, but are type locked. I don't think there's a lot of archetype locking. There are some archetype cards, but it's not as big as like, you need dragons to do this, or spellcasters, or aquas. So it's kind of still like old school Yu-Gi-Oh in that way.
Right now, I have just a.
Well, you have a very full back row.
Yeah, I have a full back row. I just have like. Just don't have the. Oh, right, I just need one card. Can I get something that's not a level 7 in my hand, please? That's my last copy of that, I think.
Well, you're gonna teach me to do like Gore's Order but for normal summons. Normal summon the monster I give a shit about, so last.
Right.
So, is one person playing?
I'm playing Psychics.
I'm playing
I think
Fusion deck.
Yeah, it's spellcasters, but it's.
Spellcasters plus, I think, Warriors.
Oh, okay, yes, that's Psychic Syrups Chemo. That's the Chemicure, or the Chemical Cure deck, too. Yeah, that flows in together.
Well, chemical cures are psychic.
No, yeah. Also, all performers.
Put that back. I need that.
Okay.
Fear my awesome power of a whole 900 attack. Still not enough.
Yeah, how many damage I've done this? Hello, Monster Reborn.
Yep, that's a legend card. It has its normal effect.
Okay, so roaster. Okay, I need. What cards do I need for this thing? Double checking. Okay, so I can do two different things I think right now. So let's try this. And then
Yeah, this is a fusion deck.
And then fusion.
did I do that right? How am I supposed to? Okay,
You have to click on it to activate stuff now.
I'm just double checking right now.
You can shuffle 2 warrior and a spellcaster monster from your graveyard to switch summon 1 level 6 exactly warrior or spellcaster from your hand. So I don't know if you have the bits.
Very particular about it.
Yeah. Face up you control. I'm just looking at the okay, so I have light I have light across and I have dark sorcerer. I should be able to fusion so I know it's in my extra deck.
Yeah, I thought you were going to play fusion. This, I believe, makes a material.
That's weird. Sure, I'll do this.
Requirements.
Do this, then get out the other guy. Because I set down fusion. Oh, now it allows me. Okay. Carte. Attack that.
And I'll take those back. Excuse me while I heal real quick. Dang, that was both of my burn cards. That's not great. I'll activate my own fusion.
Yep. Chemic gear purple. Nice.
So the red, effect, send. Oof, not great.
Oh, okay, so that's why it was supposed to be dawn. The one I had on my field was twilight.
Ah, it was a different one. Okay. No, I didn't want to set that red medicine. I would like to activate it. Anyway, I think I still lose because I can't get over 7 paladins.
Yeah.
And I have 14 cards left because I've milled my entire deck. Now, if I had that Monster Reborn I milled, that would be great. But I need very specific monster combos to generate enough attack points. That is another thing, is that Rush also seems like it's a format that's very weak to big bungitis.
Yeah.
If your opponent just plays a big monster, if you're not playing exactly a big monster deck, you're fucked, because there's not really a lot of generic removal and counterplay.
Yeah.
So you have to, like, pick very specific cards. Anyway, you just send a monster to the graveyard and gain, like, 5 billion attack.
Yeah.
Like, this is a weird EDO Pro question, but I, for some reason, can't, every time I put music in it, it won't ever let me do music that's longer than, like, 3 minutes.
I don't know about that.
I know, just all the music files I keep putting don't work for some reason.
Maybe you're not using the right format? I just do MP3s.
Mine are MP3s.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right,
It should... all my stuff plays fine. Some of these are quite long, because these are rips of, like, Duel Links songs that are on loop for, like, 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh, there's my fusion notification card.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how I like it anymore.
Yeah, attack.
Yep, Psychic Trap Hole's good to get rid of right now, because that wouldn't do anything.
I'll just activate that. Burn.
Oh, okay, so that I need to get rid of Magic Miracle. That's exactly 100, 100. All right, that card is useless to me. And that is a dead card. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this because I'm going to run out of cards way before I run out of life points. I will say, I feel like this is the thing with, like, the Legend is, like, you can only run one Sack or one Mirror Force or whatever. It's hard to get, like, generic removal tools, so maybe because it reminds me of certain ways certain video games are designed. Maybe because it's rush tools, you should surrender earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I lose. There's literally, I don't even know what my next 10 cards are, but I don't beat 2,900.
Okay.
We can try that again, and I can try to beat you up before you get to that monster I can't possibly out that also has an effect to make itself even bigger.
I think that probably the deck recipe that I have probably did things wrong. The person whoever constructed this deck did not put in the right Brave.
Oh, you have to control a monster before I can do that sound effect.
Okay. Interesting.
So maybe I should be going second with this deck? But that allows you to set your annoying trap cards that are really annoying. There's no Heavy Storm in this format.
I'm gonna send all of these guys.
Yeah, let's load up your graveyard for the thing.
I can't do much right now. Set that and pass. Nice.
Draw one. Send one.
Yeah.
Read these cards very carefully. They got a lot of interaction.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I
reading
realized I didn't talk about it because I just realized I figured I'd done something wrong, but I could not activate Prima Guitarina's
Okay.
effect last match because you didn't have any monsters at the time.
Okay, let's see here.
And we're gonna cycle.
That would be, yeah. Okay, that is... Alright, here it was. I do not have 3 unless I'm great. No, it's in this way. But I can do, I think. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Oh, but it's not saved as MP3, that's why.
So I immediately need to replace all my legend cards and all my decks with Mirror Force.
Check that. Oh yeah.
Curse you, protagonist, for having a spellcaster-themed deck and getting all the bullshit support. Not even dragons have a Mirror Force. We do have a lot of Avarice, though. It's very fun. Fortunately, I'm probably fucked now because, 1, you get to attack me directly, and 2, I can't. I've got all monsters, and I don't actually want to summon them, so you can just beat them up. There's a decent amount of stratagems to rush fools. Place a couple of these cards in here. Fill this up.
Necklace. Oh, yep, it was the guy who did the recipe for the deck that did things wrong with one of the cards. Rip.
Yeah, I didn't give you the guy you need to summon Chaos Man. I remember him because there's only like 20 fusion cards. Actually, there's a couple like that, but there's a decent number. Yeah, there it is.
Fusion.
Game over. think this. I mean, it would probably be a fucking legend card. But this format really needs like a Magic Jammer equivalent.
Yeah.
I don't think there are a lot of negates in the format, but as you guys can see, for the Ultimate Playground Yu-Gi-Oh, that kind of sucks actually, because there's basically nothing I can do to stop it from doing that. Interesting attribute set. Alright, draw 3. There's no gosh darned way my attack will connect. Oh, holy shit. Okay. I was not expecting that. And now we just die if he normal summons enough monsters.
Let's see.
But I did out 7 roads. 7 paladins. Sorry, the Magical Knight. And Magical Knight is actually a type.
Okay, I'm going to go.
This is something, by the way, I do not think that core Yu-Gi-Oh will be backporting.
Okay, right. I still do not have a trap card. And that is one thing. Why did I set that card? I'm dumb.
It happens sometimes. You're just trying to get cards out of your hand.
Okay, I'll summon that. Do that and that. And oh, okay, so I have to have something like that.
That's annoying. Not reading my files. I'm just not using a good proper converter for it. This is annoying me.
Maybe, I don't know.
'Cause it's like,
Every time!
Monster.
having a bunch of songs.
That would be
to know
really
that
useful if you'd stop milling it. Just give me that card already. Psychic Trap Hole is also not good in this circumstance because I actually control Psychic monsters for once. But I kind of need the blue. I need the blue goo.
Luku. Okay, so that's very specific Palmo trap. Okay. So then I'll do is this. That. Let's do some rows and
Oh, that's the fucking cost?
yeah.
Oh my god, what the fuck? That's another thing I think that's really weird about Rush. Like, for being such like a high-speed format is the requirements for things are just, hey, if you played the game for like 2 turns, shuffle some cards back. Like, obviously it means that your turn 1 plays are more limited, but it's like, that's not a cost game. That's good. It's really good, actually. That means you don't lose. I mean, I suppose it's important for some of them, but like, damn. Like, you get to shuffle back 3 monsters, and you get to Book of Moon Me? And add a card?
Oh,
Heckerinos.
I'll attack that one with that. That. And right, I have one card that I can't do anything about. I have a fusion card in my back row. And I have one card that does nothing right
I-
now.
Could attempt to attack your CS Toyo, but if you had another Dark Liberation, I would cry. And that would just give you monster slots anyway to normal summon more, so no, I'll make you tribute summon.
I need to free up my space.
And this is why earlier I told these guys to make sure to include a few 2 or 1 tribute monsters so you can cycle.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Alright, now it frees up a slot. Thank God there's no main phase 2.
Yeah. Right. Burn.
Yep, that's psychics, playing with life points. There's a lot
Yep.
more life point gain psychics than life point cost psychics, but... And now you show up your 1 card.
Now I can activate this.
It's weird.
2400.
Probably need that one.
Right now I need a good card right now because I can't get over the 2400 right now.
But you shuffled back 7 roads. But you only get around 1, so... That is at least the thing I like about Rush, is if you have a really good couple of turns and clog up your board, your gameplay, like, automatically slows down.
Yeah. 7 spellcaster, draw 1. Okay, turn to Mystic Dealer. Send my 7 Rose Witch.
I'm touching you. I'm touching you, Chad. I'm touching you.
Mega Lighter, you need to send me one of your music files to see if it's some of the music I have just doesn't work for some reason.
I mean, sure, I can do that.
Actually,
in a
how about
second.
I send you the song I'm trying to use to see if it works for you.
I mean, I don't know about that, because I'm on stream, and I have my desktop audio, so there's no way
Later.
I can look at that in the next couple of hours. I mean, I can tell you if it's a legit file or not, I guess, but I probably can't play it.
Anyway, I got something sorted out, so I'll take it. I'll take next game.
I think you need to take another look at this. Object really quick. Yep, you get to use your Monster Reborn.
Honestly, I just have an idea for like a Rush Duel archetype.
Oh.
Like gunslingers, and then because you draw 5 every turn, so why not have it be like basically you reload your gun every turn? You have like certain cards that are basically special kind of bullets, like spell traps, and like these are kind of gunslingers, so basically different kind of like guns.
Audience, did I do it? Did I manage to win? Literally on my last card, my last possible turn.
Yep, and my
Let's go
hard
on, Megan.
defense mission did nothing.
Okay.
I hope my idea was at least something, but maybe
Good
the viewers
game.
might appreciate
Yeah,
it more.
that was very tight. Okay. Let me
That was pretty
adjust
good,
this
guys.
a little.
It's
Let's
like
get those out of here.
well, during that entire time, I was just significantly side-eyeing the card recipe and just like wanted to beat up the person that made the recipe list. Well, not beat up, but at least be like, why did you do this?
Do 3 copies of that.
Okay. That's now done. Now
Let's
it's time to
cycle those. So let's.
I'm ready to go up next if anyone's up to.
Yeah, I'm adjusting the psychic really
Okay.
quick.
I guess because I like playing magical musketeers a lot, but I think you could make the idea I just had pretty well in Rush Duels. I hope I wasn't speaking too softly, I guess.
No, it's
Oh,
fine. We're just being,
heard you.
you know, we're
Just your braining, I guess.
yes.
Okay, this deck I have is a side deck now, so I should probably just... Or just do the actual fuchsia package.
Alright, let's try that combo. That should ungum some of the. Actually, let's. Entirely. That should unglue that deck a little. Okay, do a chat. Oops, did 3 in that. Oh, do reset. And what? Interesting. Wait, nope, can't do that. I'm doing this wrong. Monster. Archetype.
Got that deck saved now. Finally.
No.
And have a maximum summon deck to try out. It's also against fusion, but yeah. I'm just gonna look up. I'm just gonna look up there. Oh, right, they have like 99 traps. Clothier. Oh, what? Then Gust. Okay. And 2 more monsters. Okay, that's funny. One up. Huh.
I think that has synergy sort. Oh no, Chad, you can see how many progression decks I've built. It's too many. Yeah, that's where I left it. Okay. Alright. Let's try my brand new deck. And then maybe go back to the medicine one, which I touched up. Invites up, guys.
Okay, hold on.
Right. What?
I'll be there shortly.
Okay.
Max, weren't you gonna get in here? Or are you still busy futzing with your music?
No, I was like looking at some decks I had. It's like, nah.
Okay, attacking. Wow, the 2 trap cards that they have are destroying spells. Traps from the old one are Gust and Driving Snow as non-legends. What about spells?
I don't know if the song's working. God damn it.
Okay, so they have Hammer Crush, which destroys a spell or trap. Right, a lot of spell trap destruction is very much just like, hey, do you have this card? You can do.
Yeah, dragons at least have that. By the way, audience, if you don't know what I'm doing right now, I'm just sitting here jamming. Actually, the timer is not necessarily infinite, it's just really, really long. There we go. That is certainly a first rush turn. Okay, so let's... What with the...
Hey. Pillage. Mirror King of Chairs.
Chair. That's right. Chairs are here, chat.
Go chairs. Oh, yeah.
Instead of pure chair deck because that unfortunately doesn't add up to 40 cards, so I had to sprinkle another engine here.
Oh, we're doing this, huh?
Yeah, it's chairs, baby. Listen, the audience said something about chairs earlier. I told them I hadn't built the deck. Well, I took the time and I built the deck.
Gotcha.
Sadly, there's not a lot of generic Fiend support.
No, that's fair.
Most of it involves that other deck you played. So interestingly, you played Dayu in combination with Dragon's Upsetter?
I don't have any big things right now.
Interesting. So you're Setup or Upsetter? But you're not playing the Fusion, which is Keeper and Upsetter.
I don't know what's going on with this deck because I think it's meant to be darks.
It's not really. It's not. I mean, it's meant to be 0 attack. The other one kind of works with that.
Because I have set up, so I assume it's meant to be like you just so you have the two things to cover each other for some reason. But I guess it's so you always have like tribute fodder.
Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I had to like tinker this out a bit.
Unfortunately, I got mirror chair to start, not chair.
I feel like I need more tributes.
And you just run 3 copies of all your chairs.
I'm wondering now if
Shared
if my
wells.
music's just glitched right now.
I mean, EDO Pro only has like 3.
Like the songs all work when I open them separately. They just they're not opening in EDO Pro.
Are you putting them in the right folder? Or you have to put them in the actual folders for what zones they're in. You don't just
I
put them in
was,
BD?
yeah.
Okay.
Like if I go to disadvantage or advantage mode, like the song plays. I had to reboot the game or something.
And all my stuff works. Unfortunately, this is another slight problem I've noticed with Rush. And a lot of this, I think, is just the formats. It's only like, I think, like a year old.
Yeah.
Way too many cards require your opponent to normal summon.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
playing
think
most of those, but yeah.
I've hard bricked. I can't beat your strategy of you can't summon. Wow, I guess I was dumb. I should have been playing Upsetter Setupper, so I would have regular ass monsters to summon. We can try that again. I would like
Try
to
again,
go
'cause
first.
I think it worked, but it's not what I wanted. Kamikaze Blade's weird.
So did you net deck this one a little bit, or did you just look at zero monsters?
A little, actually, yeah. I need to tinker it a bit. This is one of the first ones I grabbed because I just thought that was like, interesting. I honestly should make decks actually have fusion packages because I actually like the fusion combo decks. Yeah, this deck's not that great. I need to change it to something else.
Shit, I missed that one. Because monsters don't have archetypes. Well, then I need to rejigger this deck.
Yeah, Throne of Darkness is like the biggest share. I just worry that I'm gonna lose it immediately now. I need to tinker this deck because Kamikaze Blade's not good. What I'm getting is... Oh, I see. You play Throne of Darkness to get out Dio at his...
Sadly, there's no main phase 2, so I just have to play this game of you get to pop my mirror chair now. Interesting. I think that's my chair, boy.
Ajin Rai, huh?
Yeah, I have a Summon Skull package in this too.
I mean,
I was like, what are fiends? What kind of fiend support can I get? Oh, it's literally just Summon Skull. It's either you play the like light fiend deck or you play Summon Skull. Because technically the chairs are all like different types, so they don't have any synergy support other than they're like 2 or 3 spell and trap cards. And unfortunately, they have a really shitty endurance because you can just summon anything on your turn and pop them. I technically have a counter for that, but the problem is I would have to like draw 5 monsters all the time. So maybe I don't play spell traps in this deck and I just try and draw all my 0 attackers all the time. But it's a little weird. Like, it's a funny idea, but and who knows? We may be playing too much Prague, which is way too much, you know, what you call it, like, even less playground than this.
Yeah.
But I noticed that they're like, a lot of these have cool concepts behind them, and then don't go anywhere fast enough. Like, I don't know if Rush is having a lot of tournaments in Japan because of reasons, but if they are, I wonder what their top decks are. Are they perhaps just Ungus Bungus Dragons, Ungus Bungus Seven Roads Magician?
There's probably
I would say, like I said, I think Rush has been out for like a year or two now? Year and a half? I think it's closer to 2 years. Yeah, I've realized the problem with this Summon Skull shit is that Summon Skull is a legend and you can't search him, so I'm stuck waiting for him.
I actually don't like the Dragon Upsetter and Dragon Setter, because it's like...
Yeah, you should not be playing those in this. If you were playing them, you should play Upsetter and I think Striker, because they make a fusion monster. So you have a fusion package in here, but Striker...
Well, then I should be playing Dragon Sport then, which is another deck I have, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of how my Dragon deck works.
I can't do anything right now, because Kamikaze Blade sucks.
I don't even know what Kamikaze Blade is.
Choose 2 face-up normals you control and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy them.
Oh, 2-pronged attack, but for normals? Yeah, that's dumb. You should not be playing that card.
I don't know why it's in this deck.
See, at least my deck's dumb ideas are purely my own.
I mean, like, the previous
honestly,
deck
I
had
think
more fluid to
you
them.
should just be praying for one of your 3 copies of Dayu or Mirror Dayu.
Yeah, honestly.
Or Chair, Dark Throne, because that's also an 8. And this
Yeah, I
tribute
think
off.
all my Dark Thrones are
like
like 8.
honestly, if you're not running like at least one named tribute monster for like every 2 or 3 normal summons, non-tributes you're running, you're probably gonna gum up your deck. It's a little weird. There's a little bit of art to this.
Happy already. So I can reset everything.
I can do this without being in attack mode, which would be pointless because you just kick my ass.
Yeah.
Some weird stuff in
Think-
Rush, guys.
All I can find out about Rush Duel tournaments is I think they're going to hold one where you can put in like 3 different decks that you have.
Oh my god, can monsters destroy themselves if they attack something that's stronger than them defense-wise? If not, I actually can't do anything.
No, you can only ram attack. I mean, you can keep popping my monsters, which means I will never get anywhere. I have 3 normal spell cards in my hand. Well, I'd like to get my Summon Skull back.
I wonder if that the Dragon Upsetter plays just so you can have set upper, because it also qualifies for a lot of like the chair cards.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, it was all the way back in...
Alright, so I don't actually want to run Yummy in this deck, because that shuts off my 1 trap card that does a thing. Okay. That is weird. Like, I think I can shop together a V2 of this pretty fast, but damn, it's weird. That'd be how Rush be, kids. It's a weird format. finally found Summon Skull after 10,000 years. And then you go and destroy it, and I can't get that back. I don't have any graveyard recursion for Summon Skull for some reason.
I don't have anything either now.
Yeah, this I just
Wait,
can't do anything
let's
now.
test-
All my
I
back
expect-
row are Summon Skull cards.
I gotta rework this deck.
All right, let's go for V2.
Yeah,
Okay, take out these. Those don't do anything.
yeah. I don't think they've actually. Yeah, they have not done any rush turns yet. They just set up ones for rush duels.
Wow, is this a literal playground format? Are only tiny baby children in Japan playing this game? Hopefully with masks on, please.
One of the tournaments is just like, hey, players can enter this, but kids are preferred, and the other one is just like, hey,
Well, there does appear to be a shitload of monsters, which are, like, there's just the equivalent of a typing of monster, which is just 0 attack, 1400 defense. There's so many of them. What the fuck?
yeah. Let's see here. Right.
That's weird. Do I do that one? And that has synergy. Also, chat, get a load of this card. Grass. It's a normal earth plant with 0 attack, 0 defense. It's 1 star. Its translated flavor text is lol, because Kusa. Grass.
And then laugh. Oh, and then they have a trap card, laughing grass. Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully. Wait, did I hit landing? Yeah, that time I did. Hopefully that version is better.
Okay.
But yeah, if there's no tournaments for Rush, that means it is the ultimate baby format with no tryhards. No wonder everything in this game is so weird.
Yeah. It's like we haven't figured out what the cards to ban yet. Because no tournaments.
It's interesting stuff. Okay.
Let's figure this out.
Alright.
Okay.
Can I win a rock, paper, scissors? I can.
Okay.
Christ, did you fucking shuffle? Well, I guess I'll die then.
Okay, so the first one I'll do is Femtron. And I activate. What did I send? Oh, okay. What the frick is this card? Okay.
Wow. Okay, that's some weird shit.
10 or more. Okay, so is that and that. Draw 2. Well, that is not good. I'm gonna
I mean,
set
you
this.
have to. Oh, wow. Okay, you can't overcome my 0-attack chair.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but I would only have a 100 attack point monster.
Here we go. Okay.
Let me just put one card down. And
I got some music to work with it. Yeah, I'm gonna make a 7-0 deck. See how that goes.
yeah. I already have plenty of 7 roads, 7 road witch, warlock, wizard, child.
Make yet another whole new deck after this. Though I do want to test my. Okay.
Right, can't do anything right now because my hand. I'll attack that one. And now I'll attack with this. Big fungus. I can't even get over that one.
Okay, yeah, I want to slap whoever designed this chair deck. It was probably an anime writer first. They were not thinking about how this game works. Yeah, now you maximum summoned.
Now activate. Choose. Oh, right, you do not. Choose one. Change his face. Oh, right, face
I mean,
channel.
I'll let you figure it out, but I've lost. My deck literally doesn't beat that.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of that. Fuck, I should make a maximum summon deck, and then I'll just never draw the bits and I'll lose.
I can only. Yeah, it's one of those things where you can only check one monster.
Oh yeah, it's all one monster.
Yeah.
We can try that again, and hopefully I don't draw so many fucking... I cut down my spells.
What is this hand again? Okay, so if I can draw face up.
That was better.
So the card I want to do then is this.
So yes, chat, that was a maximum summon.
One level 8 or lower trigger. No, I can't do much with that right now. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. Might as well do that. And
Use the grammar
then,
brushes very nicely.
yeah.
Like, take this
Try
card.
to.
Synchrotron Brusselden. It's like, so the top card of your graveyard, if a monster Cybers was sent to the graveyard by this effect, you can choose monsters Cybers with 0 defense in your graveyard, up to number face up.
Yeah. This is supposed to work with the maximums, really, since they are just 0 defense weenies. All 0 defense weenies must have.
Nah, attacking for 0.
Do I have a... Yeah, I'll make this one. Might as well send that and that. Draw 2. Hi, Sony. I now destroy your. Not the chair. Come on. Man, I guess my best strategy is turtle. Because I don't think there's any card in my main deck that can go above 2500 except for maximums.
Oh boy, we're gonna full graveyard today.
Ah yes, putting my thing to 0.
Well,
Which is only
attacking
has
face
on.
up monster.
Okay.
Now my chair boy is very weak.
What card did I draw? Okay, oh, don't care about that, don't care about that. What? I will... Nothing else. Wait. Oh. I should have done that. Oh well. I'll go do that. Hope and pray for 5 better cards. No, I don't get killed.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can
Kind
do
of
that.
reverse compulse.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like the thing called like sacrifice defense from like original DM, where it's a thing in like Battle City where if you attack the monster and then tribute it via an effect, it cancels the attack.
No,
Yeah,
but you
there's a
can't-
ruling that we have about whatchamacallit.
You can't retarget essentially.
Yeah. There is a in the way the current master rules work, there is a you can redeclare. We couldn't do it on this, but also doing it format a la carte, we could play the junior rules sometime. We're not going to do that.
Nah.
It's a very funny series though by MBT. You should go check out.
It's them trying to fix climate change somehow.
We need to keep the simple rules. By the way, everybody in chat, if you haven't already, go ahead and log into FGO. We've started doing special celebrations and stuff.
I was just trying to log in, yeah.
But you got to do a data update, but you know, it's all the goodies and stuff. Sup? Like, Summon Skull's got a lot of really cool support in this game, but it requires you to play a literal Singletary card in your minimum 40 card deck. I know you draw a lot, but still, there's not a lot of searching. There's a lot of graveyard recovery, which is very interesting. I find a lot of the ways this game plays very interesting. It does a lot of different things than regular play does. Like, you'd think just, oh, I get to play, like, as many cards as I want, and then I get to draw a shitload of cards would like make the games flow a lot faster, but
yeah. I know that anime still does see 4K life points even with this. so their duels at the end only last like 3 turns.
Yeah, but
That was weird. For once, it actually played a song that wasn't just the ones like of like the 4 that actually work. That was really weird.
Okay.
Max, if you've got another deck prepped or you did an edit, you'll probably take next, and I'll try my medicine deck again, and then we might call it for a night.
Okay.
I'm a little sweet. We're going for like 2 hours.
Maybe I could do a duel view, just do the last thing. I like one of them I want to try.
It's good. I should have actually.
Well,
Nice.
that's funny, but not helpful. Did not read all my card. It said attack position on the next line.
Okay, please card one.
It's very funny and useful, but definitely has some of its limitations based on when you get to stuff.
Perfect that.
I should just try to.
The lack of searching, I think, is honestly what probably makes this the weirdest compared to, like, even old-ass Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, recruiters were pretty early, right? You know, Tomato
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like, there's a decent
Yeah.
way to fetch specific cards out of your deck from even early of the classic BM era.
Right now, all my back row is just fusion.
Oh, they have Thanksgiving missions to do. Okay.
Okay. Activate its effect. Oh, I just do this one. Right. It's next turn I won't be able to use those effects.
Yeah, attack you for 0.
Maximums are interesting.
Nice. That worked. But if you can get a big enough bungus on board.
I think I do. I summon Cyclotron. I summon Femtron. And what does this require? Oh, it just uses those two. Now fusion.
Yep.
What does this? Oh, draw. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to activate that effect. I'll attack.
Yep. Alright, that's it. That was close.
Yeah, I would have decked out.
I'm glad I was able to get around the maximum summon, but
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah,
very
I
interesting.
think if you didn't do that and just turtle, you would have just killed me just based on me having
I
to draw
don't know
cards.
how much turtling I would have been able to do, though.
Or, yeah, 5 cards left.
Okay, I'll do like the last game of the night.
Yeah, that was fun.
Alright, let's try this deck again.
I had to like learn how to make some decent, actually like make like a rush tool deck. But hey,
Yeah, I
I
think,
mean, you know, we've had some interesting matches. We've had some back and
I
forths.
think whenever I do Rush Tools again, I'll just make my own deck.
Yeah, I thought we might pivot to speed if this got too boring, but at least I feel like we're all floundering enough that we're trying new things that this didn't get
Yeah.
dull, at least.
the side deck. So
Well, I did set it for matches. The full pyramid set. Which you can tell means I had a bad hand. That at least is one thing you can say for Rush Tools is Oops All Monsters is not necessarily a brick.
Yeah, you'd be like, some come at me, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I've drawn 4 level 4 normal monsters. Well, I can summon 3 of them, and then I contribute 2 of those for one of my 7s, and then summon the other. My entire hand is now on the board. Die. Like, well, okay, I guess I die. Like I said, there's a lot of interesting different ways this version of the
Yep.
game works that lets you do some very fun things. Like, usually spell and trap cards are bricks because they have very finicky requirements.
yeah,
As you can all see right on screen, Axe had a way better hand than me. He had 2 actionable cards that did something right away, and
you can guess what this deck is later eventually.
I mean, it's some kind of Dragon Fusion deck. I'm kind of surprised you only have 3 cards in Fusion.
Oh, it's a specific kind of deck that involves dragons.
Yeah, but there's several interrelated dragons in the Fusion deck. Wow, how did I? Now I'll need a rematch after this. I have bricked myself. I added more tributes to filter out more
Yeah.
of my norm monsters, and I haven't drawn any of my fucking low-level monsters. Of course. I guess the camera just hates my guts. This is me every week in progression when I'm not like playing Hero Go Burr. It's like, golly gee willikers, if I could just draw well, I would have a great game. What's that? I've drawn the only
Yeah.
hand in my deck that loses me the game? Or what's that? My opponent, I've lost rock, paper, scissors, and my opponent turn 1 card destructions me? I mean, sure, thanks, keep going. I can't use any of those cards. You'll notice I don't have any psychic monsters. Everything is attribute or type locked. I need monsters to activate all my effects. And it's not even like I can dark hole you or anything. I think that's what... I mean, I know you have lots of monsters, so there's kind of comeback cards, but I feel like Rush doesn't really do comebacks very well. It's like, hey, your opponent summoned a shitload of large monsters. Did you draw enough cards? Which I won't do, by the way, because I have shitloads of dead cards in my hand. Yeah, in fact, actually, I think I fold right after this. There's no way this next card is good enough because I only draw one. Well, actually, I think I can elongate this a little.
Yeah.
Because I can add medicine back. I don't think it's enough. I think I just lose. Once again, I try to play combo decks. Everybody else is just playing Ung Bung, summon monster. Yeah, no, there's no way.
Okay.
Alright, I would like to try that again.
Yeah, I need to tinker this deck anyway. Cause...
You need to tinker, you say! Axe, this is those things we talk about when we tell you about you should watch saying certain things. Your opinion that you need to fix your deck after you utterly curb stomped me, and probably would have anyway, even if I didn't draw my 2 level 7 monsters, that is what annoys us sometimes.
What I'm more trying to get is that there's no fusion in the deck. It's the side deck. That's what I meant.
Well, that was your main fault, but... I really should go second with this medicine deck, I guess. I can't activate any of my effects unless you control monsters. That's something we struggle with in Prague all the time, is whether our decks go first or second, so...
Yeah.
Every fucking time I need that axe. Just because you have the one deck that's the free spell trap removal.
I think I'll only play dragons when it comes to rush tools, I think.
That's gonna get really annoying. At least I draw like 5 cards.
Pure trains is... The only train in rush is boring.
So there's so many just graveyard recovery cards. It's like I can't get this cards in my graveyard anytime soon.
I mean, yeah, that's it's the everything is graveyard recovery. It's how the deck works. It's because you draw so many cards. You can't. It's really hard to thin your deck, basically. But you can certainly loop stuff very easily. The game requires instant, or not instant, but requires regular graveyard recycling, because otherwise you literally deck out.
And the longest rush tool in the anime is just 6 turns.
Well,
and then again, that's just because you get all the cards they need for their comp.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's the anime. They never draw bad hands unless that's the point of the episode. Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be a lot less interesting as a series if protagonists had, ratio decks and things and they bricked. That would actually, I mean, the show's all made in Japan, so they won't use those terminologies anyway, but it would be very interesting if, say, they ever did have, an actual anime where they use terminology like, oh, dang, I've drawn a Garnet.
That would have been fun. I mean, yeah,
No,
playing
that's
an
easy
episode
things.
in one night.
Just go refresh.
I wanted to actually do Dragon's Blood. I was gonna say this is sports dragons.
Yeah, no shit.
So,
You know that's also that multi-strike goes in this, right?
I have one, yes.
Okay, but do you know that there's a multi-strike fusion monster?
Yes, I didn't put Star Dragon in.
Oh, why yes, I will take that red medicine I just milled.
It's like,
Drinking it.
give it.
And I've done it again.
So many life points.
Yeah. And the thing about Rush is you're going to draw 5 cards now, so this doesn't mean anything. This, at least, this is the one thing I think I really truly appreciate about this the most, is that basically is your comeback power. Like, I wish you had better comeback cards, but your comeback power is, I vomited my entire board into the field. Oh no, my opponent's done that too, and I've just lost. In regular Yu-Gi-Oh!, we don't usually, because, I don't know, we're all stubborn. We probably should. It would make the videos shorter. But in real Yu-Gi-Oh!, usually you fold, because you can't possibly come back from that. But in Rush, it's like, oh, you didn't use up all my life points? Well, now I'm going to draw 5 cards. And we're going to see what happens. Why do dragons have so much fucking spell trap removal? Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess a lot of these dragon cards, I don't know if this one specifically is, but a lot of dragon cards are associated with the rival character. And,
Man, I kind of wish...
Yes.
I think Dragon's Key Person's meant to be goalie, but I just wish like there was a searcher for goalie, because holy shit.
No, I mean, keeper is another word for goalie in soccer.
Yeah, the only one
Person,
who uses
No, that's the thing. There's no
rival.
searchers. I don't know if there's a single searcher in this.
It'd be nice if there was a searcher for like Seven's Road Magician or like goalie, honestly, because I feel like it's what it needs. Ah, fuck.
Oh.
I need to return one of those, otherwise I'm out of those.
And I'm dead. That's okay.
Yeah.
Just said it. And I only draw 4.
Finish that. Get that.
So much life points. Holy shit, dude.
I mean, yeah, it's how this deck operates. Is doing the double. Okay, I have 2 of those now. Get back. And that's why Prima Guitarna is in here. Because...
I mean, yeah, you have each a lot of life points to burn.
so close to the OTK, and yet I don't know if it's over because you're going to draw a shitload of cards.
It's 4. It's probably not enough.
I mean, it might be, because remember, all my monsters' attack points reset at the end. If you draw, like, 2 normal summons and another level 7, you could at the very least beat up all my monsters for now.
Fuck.
And this is the power of drawing 5 cards. You don't, or 4 in this case, but you know what I mean. Drawing up to 5 means you don't know. You get to reheap in the deck. Yeah, see, there's one.
No, I drew my tributes.
You set it back.
The thing is, I needed a tribute to do this.
Okay. Do you want one more, or do you want to call it there tonight?
One more. but I do need to tinker this deck because I think I actually have better ideas I can do with it.
We can do this again whenever we get a free week. I do want to get back to Fail Portrayal, but I feel like people have just not been enthused. We need to clearly pick something other than Maturia. Yeah, I know, but I need more than 2 people to do.
I don't know. I mean,
like this is a little relaxed and low energy, but I like it because it's like it's pre-Thanksgiving.
Omega, you do a one-on-one show for your main things. I don't know like why just 2 other people is not enough.
For Fail Portrayal, it's not. Because Fail Portrayal is not doesn't have the right energy with just you 2 guys. I mean, no offense to either of you, but like this, it's a little quiet, it's a little relaxed. We're testing stuff out, you know, we're figuring things out. We're kind of muttering to ourselves. We're being illustrative about the format, you know, things we're working on.
Yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting card you've just done. But like for Fail Portrayal, that's like we have to actively like, hello, here is this card. It has these features, you know, and we like bring in the opinions.
Rebel opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then some people have to until
like sometimes it
other
gets a
people
little
stop
full.
talking, which takes forever sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a little full and it gets a little chaotic.
I mean,
Oh God
is
Christ!
not
Every time Chemical Cure
exaggeration.
Blue, I should just not play Legends in this deck. I always mill them and I can never get them back because there's no generic graveyard recovery.
Hitting the versus Mirror Force.
And that's Keeper, so I'm not going to attack. Every fucking time. I'm not really mad at you, Axe. Even though I love dragons, I'm fucking incensed dragons have such a cheap back row removal. It's like, fuck, I don't get to use that many spell traps. They all have so many requirements. Why do you have to dob me in like this, game? I get to draw 5 cards. Draw 1, send 1.
I think you have better attackers than I have in my deck, but that's just another thing.
I mean, I don't know. You put in a Dragolite, right? That's infinitely better than any of my like level 4s I have access to.
My fusion is the kick base master.
Yes.
So. You're playing a generic spell trap at your deck?
Oh, hey, there's a blue medicine I get to add. This one. Yeah, it fuckles me good. Forgot you can't declare attacks, huh? Alright, fuck, I still have this one card that doesn't do anything in this deck. Shit. Forgot to take out Magical Miracle. She doesn't do anything. I need to move her out.
Dragons are very much about having discard father, I think.
Yeah.
that's also something that's a little bit bullshit. Is they've introduced like the old school field spells, which actually kind of matter given like the card pool is so limited. But for instance, they're not for everybody. Like I don't get a field spell that gives me 200 attack because I'm playing psychics.
Yeah.
It's piercing shit.
Yeah, it's kind of wide.
Should put in attack mode, I guess.
There's a goalie. I kind of wish there was a searcher for him, or like a way to like get him easier out.
No, Joy, I lose. I've bricked myself. I can't play spells. I wanted to set spells so I could draw more cards. But my cards are all spells except for one single monster and one level 7. I have to be blue medicine. I mean, I can, like, normal summon red here. Like, throw some shit. But all my cards require 2 or more of everything. What I've learned from this is Rush is fun, but like regular Yu-Gi-Oh, like, don't let anybody lie to you. Like regular Yu-Gi-Oh, there is blatant favoritism for anime characters and old school archetypes that like appeal to children. Like psychics are cool; they have some stuff, but like their shit isn't nearly as good as say dragons or spellcasters, right?
Yeah.
As a security force
they're
player,
used
I
by
understand.
the
But like there's less old school cards for them to draw on, and they have new stuff, but a lot of it is like Psychic Trap Hole. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm done. My hand is blue medicine, red medicine, psychic feelback, which would work if I could set it, but I set 2 psychic trap holes and a lullaby, all of which require me to have 2 or more face-up psychics. So like all of them are like, oh, you can do normal moves if you control 2 psychic monsters, and it's like, well, fuck. What if I can't control 2 psychic monsters because you won't give them to me? Whereas dragons are like, hey, do you have a dragon? Destroy a spell trap.
Yeah, true.
Like some of your cards are more limited. Like the sport dragons have like heavily reliance on specific names. Keeper, which I don't know why it's key person. That's probably a pun that's not translated well. This is the other unfortunate thing about Rush is we're at the mercy of translators like on Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization who think they're a lot smarter than they are. Not that TCG localization is perfect, but
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Rush Duels. Yeah, the duel's over. It was kind of interesting. Let me before we call the stream and I turn off my viewpoint, let me get in here and actually like, where the fuck is that? I just literally had 1 copy of that left, and I found it like 2 duels in a row. Gross. Like I guess we dropped to 2 of those, 1 of those, and is there is there a psychic that's like? Yeah, okay, there is a normal 1500. Oh, there's 2. Okay. I mean, there's not really any incentive to play Silent Assassin or Peaceholder. Level 4 is with 1500 attack and nothing else. Rush is very funny that way, at least. Get rid of that. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Give me 3 copies of that, I guess.
Robbie beats, you know?
So there's some there's some interesting stuff in here, and I'm sure they could add like Gemini Elf as like a legend. Ooh, a 1900 normal summon. The format is interesting. There's a lot of fun stuff going on with the cards. I do think there are still it's still a relatively young game compared to classic Yu-Gi-Oh, so it still has a lot of the weird early growing pains. But it's an interesting format. I'm definitely interested in. I don't know if I'll pick it up right away because I don't know if time. I got a few Switch games to catch up on, but the Switch game is coming out in December. I may pick that up and maybe even stream some
I'd
of
probably
it.
pick that up too, and just maybe they'll
That'll probably give me a better understanding of the format. It's all right.
Maybe they'll do skills, or maybe like they'll.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some different
I don't
decks
even
or
know if they
something.
need to do skills. They might just do it as a. It's already out in Japan, so you can research it a little. I don't think there's skills, but I think there's a little bit of like storyline to it. If I remember rightly, I think it's like a lot of the old school Yu-Gi-Oh games where it's kind of like you actually like kind of interact with the characters and wander around. I wonder how weird it'll be because the Sevens does have a like trademark dub and stuff, and it's in the works, but it's not out yet. And I don't know if there's any official licensing streaming for Sevens. Like, I don't know if it's picked up by Crunchyroll or anything off the top of my
I
head.
don't think so.
So, like, it's in an interesting place, because obviously the touchstones will eventually get here, but they're not here for now, so I'm going to be very curious how it does. But, yeah, that was Rush Duels. As you can see, there's some very interesting concepts to it. There's a lot of stuff to like. There's still some, classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Clunkiness here. Like, you'll have noticed, for instance, no license yet, yeah. Like I said, I know 4Kid Productions or whatever they are now is working on the dub because they announced it like last year, but they're behind on everything. I don't even know, did the Vrains dub finally come out? But you'll notice with all the fusion monsters are more flexible because I think all of them are effect monsters other than like Flame Swordsman. But you'll notice they're all still non-generic. They are specific, so setting up your fusion deck is going to be very hard unless they start reusing certain monsters. So, like, there's some interesting cases. I know that they did... Yeah, I don't think those cards are... We don't have the actual... Oh, hold on, I have to clear my filters.
Like, I should have brought my dinosaur deck, because it's actually pretty good.
Oh, you tested it? Maybe. Well, we're wrapping up, though. I think we've been
We can do this off camera.
Yeah, I can try refreshing this, and we can do that off camera really quick. I was just gonna... Yeah, I don't think the... Unless I'm missing what he's called, I don't think the Utopia gag is out yet in the actual thing. Okay, the Vrains dub did finish. I know that was delayed for a long time. But I'm very interested if they will, similar to Duel Links, if they will pick up the pace of, like, extra deck summoning. Like, they introduced Fusion. They did some very interesting things with Fusion, like... these are normal psychics, but for instance... Oh, can you show me the extra types? Well, yeah, there's, like, Cyborg. Which, by the way, the Cyborg fusions are actually... That's probably a better generic fusion deck to do, because there's, like, 4 of them, and all of them involve just one monster that is the same between them. Imaginary Actor.
Imaginary Actor deck doesn't seem that bad, actually.
Yeah, that would probably be an interesting build.
Just fusion cards and Imaginary Actor stuff.
But, like I said, there's shit like High Dragon, Cyborg. Do they actually...
Celestial. I think it's like Celestial or High Warrior.
Yeah. There's also Magic Knight. Like, that I think is really cool that the fusions actually fuse some of the, like, types of the monster. That is something that I feel like regular school Yu-Gi-Oh! Whiffed on as an interesting opportunity that would probably be more balanced and absolutely can't do now. Adding that many, like, types would absolutely fuck up the game. Though, I don't know, I mean, adding a 4th dragon... adding a 4th dragon type might be good. And errata some extra deck monsters to be High Dragon or something, so that you could stop Dragon Link shit. But anyway.
No, how about Imperial Dragon?
I mean, High Dragon is the thing in Rush.
Yeah,
but still, there's a lot of interesting things going on. I'm very interested to see if they're going to, like, expand more extra deck formats and what they're going to do with, like, the anime when the season ends. Because they booked 2 seasons, like 50-ish episodes of Sevens, I believe.
I think they have something called Go Rush.
Yeah,
trademarked.
Yeah, so there may be, like, further Rush series. I know a lot of people are anticipating that they're planning on returning to a traditional Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, which would be very interesting because, as you guys know, that usually involves a new summoning method. But a lot of people are pretty happy with the current edition of the Master Rules, with pendulums and links slightly capped and everything else free. I mean, I do think they have some interesting things they could do, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, whether it's just like a sequel series or whatnot. So, yeah, this has been Format a la Carte. Next time, if we do this again anytime, we may slam back for more Rush, or maybe even bring up Speed Duels, a really interesting format over here in the States exclusively. That's the TCG's exclusive thing. I mean, it's basically paper Speed Duels, but, you know, it's an interesting thing, and it's got its own stuff. Some of you may find that also interesting, and that's shockingly getting continued support. Like, the Battle Study box sold really well, and Konami actually did their fucking research and were like, oh shit, people want to buy this, and they're going to release the GX Duel Academy era Speed Duels box early next year, which is going to be really interesting. Speed Duels is also a fucking wild format. Like, on the one hand, you play like a XYZ Dragon cannon, right? And you can't do like Union Hanger or ABC or anything, though you can. I think one of the skill that's good for it is like a Union Hanger. But you can also do shit like play Waking the Dragons and some other cards in Speed Duel. It's really weird. So I'd love to check that out on camera sometime as well. Maybe with Dallas. I know Dallas likes Speed Duels. But thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. A reminder there, once again, there's no Pro Russian Tournament this week. Go back and watch last week's episode. I know you didn't do it. Watch it. All right, we'll see you guys. Good night, everybody.
See ya.